everybody. Happy to be here on Shoot the Crows. And we're going to play a few tunes for you. And it's a great way to get out without getting the feet wet. So I'll start off with a couple of slip jigs. This will be Ma Rua and Hardy Man the Fiddler. Thank you very much. I suppose before we get too far into it, we should go over the particulars of tonight's performance. You need to know where the exit doors are. Let me see. I suppose you'll have to figure that one out yourself. We have a charity that any donations will be to Alone, which is the folks that look after the elderly who are impoverished or socially isolated or ill, otherwise incapacitated or homeless. So they're good folks. And also this performance tonight is being sponsored by the good folks at Lough Gill Distillery. And they have tasked me with showing you one of their fine products. And I resisted delving into this until I can share it with you. It's a lovely 14-year-old single malt. And this is like the old 1950s TV shows where the hosts do their own commercials. But it's a fine-looking bottle. And they even asked will they kindly sample it. So I'll bring to all of ye. And they say A gentleman, when he opens a bottle of whiskey, throws a cork in the fire. But the fire's not lit, so I'll hang on to the cork this time. Smells good. Where was I? Where am I? Oh, that's lovely. Give me a moment to recover. Thank you very much, Lough Gill Distillery. I think there's a cure in it. That's great. Great stuff. Thanks so much. Carrying on now, if I'm able. A couple of reels. And first one is the Mountain Road, which is a road not too far from here, leading out of Tubbercurry, where Michael Gorman, the fellow that wrote the tune, was from around there. Mountain Road, and follow it with The Wind That Shakes the Barley. I may have to stop midway just to make sure that that whiskey is as good as I think it is. We'll see. Wind That Shakes the Barley. Thank you very much. Thirsty work, very thirsty work, very thirsty work. I have a bottle of water sitting down there but I don't think I'll go near it. I have something far better right here. Well, a good few years ago, I was at a harmonica festival in Germany, and there was a young man who taught me a lovely Austrian wedding tune, and it's called Turnberger Hochzeitsstückeln. Turnberg is an area of Austria, and Hochzeits just means wedding, so it's an Austrian wedding tune, lovely tune. And luckily, there's a young lady who you locals would know, Claudia, is living here in Sligo, who's Austrian and knows the tune even better than I. So this is going out to Claudia. Thank you very much. Let's see now. We're going to change it up a little bit and play a little, I guess, a kind of a blues folk song from a great American singer and songwriter by the name of Leadbelly. And he's pretty well known. One of his songs, he is well known in Ireland from Rory Gallagher, having recorded out on the Western Plain. But Leadbelly wrote a lot of great songs. And Goodnight Irene is possibly one of his more famous ones. But this song, it's about an ox driver who's having a bad day. His oxen aren't behaving, aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and he's contemplating sending one of them off to the knacker. And on top of that, the back band, which is one of the bits of the harness that yoke up the oxen, is kind of failing him. So he's having to resort to bad language, I'm afraid, and some of that bad language makes it into the song, for which I apologize. But it's part of the song, so I have to say it. The song is called Woe Buck. 18, 19, 20 years ago, I would take a Sally to the country store. I was taking Sally to the country store. I bought that gal some calico. Oh, Buck and G by the lamb, who made the back band, oh, goddamn. Tom done Buck and Bill won't pull. Papa gonna cut that other little bull. Who made the back band? Oh, goddamn, I think it was a man named Cunningham. Oh, Buck and G by the lamb, who made the back band? Oh, goddamn. Buck and G by the lamb, who made the back band? Oh, goddamn, oh, goddamn, oh, goddamn, who made the back band? Cunningham. You take Sal, I'll take Jane, both good looking, but they ain't the same. I'll swing Sal, they'll sing Sue, mighty little difference between the two. Oh, Buck and G by the lamb, who made the back band, oh, goddamn. See young Sally come walking down the road, wind through her heel, kicking sugar in the gourd. Sugar's in the gourd, gourd's on the ground. One to get sugar, got the roller going around. Buck and G by the lamb, who made the back band, oh, goddamn. Eighteen, 19, 20 years ago, I was taking Sally to the party, oh. I was taking Sally to the party, oh, all dressed up in the calico. Oh, Buck and G by the lamb, who made the back band, oh, goddamn. Buck and G by the lamb, who made the back band, oh, goddamn, oh, goddamn, oh, goddamn, who made the back band? Cunningham. Oh, Buck. Thank you very much. Uh, excuse me. I put together a waltz a good few years ago, and it kind of, to my ears, kind of came out sounding little bit, a little bit Mexican and a little bit Irish, sort of. So I ended up calling it after a restaurant in, I think, New Mexico somewhere that my brother used to play at, a Mexican Irish restaurant called Jose Muldoon's. And so I called it Jose Muldoon's Waltz. Jose Muldoon's. All right. A couple of tunes now. First is the Battle of Aughrim, which is a tune I learned years ago in San Francisco from Kevin Keegan, was a great accordion player from Lough, who's living out there. This is one of his tunes. And follow it up with a tune called Ansushin Ban, or The White Blanket. So Battle of Aughrim and Ansushin Ban. Thank you. Let's see. Right, we're getting down fairly close. A couple more to go. So I'd better say a little thank you once again to our sponsor, Lough Gill Distillery. So much, and to Shoot the Crows for hosting it. It's a great pub. If you're in Sligo, don't fail to visit it. And to all the folks that are making this happen, and especially to Alone for looking after us old folks. So this is an American song now. It's a love song of sorts, and it's called Down in the Old Hometown. And it's kind of to the tune of the Arkansas Traveler. I got a gal and her name is Sue, down in the old hometown. Her hair is black and her eyes are blue, down in the old hometown. Oh, she smoked tobacco and she dipped snuff too. There ain't nothing that she won't do. Oh, we get drunk on old home brew, oh, down in the old hometown. Down in the old home, down in the old home, down in the old hometown. The sweetest girl in the world. She lives in the old hometown. I asked that girl to marry me down in the old hometown. She said, you gotta ask my old daddy down in the old hometown. I told the old feller that I loved her well. We just waiting for the wedding bell. But the old man told me to go to, oh, down in the old hometown. Oh, down in the old home, down in the old home, down in the old hometown. The sweetest girl in all the world. She lives in the old hometown. Well, I got a job on a country farm, oh, down in the old hometown. The work was easy, but the weather was warm, down in the old hometown. They sent me out to milk a cow. I never had milked, I didn't know how. I tried to milk that daddy cow, oh, down in the old hometown. Oh, down in the old home, down in the old home, down in the old hometown. The sweetest girl in all the world. She lives in the old hometown. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy yourselves, but stay safe and pull together, and we'll get through this with flying colors. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you around.